exceptional. Really? Because that other girl said it was shit.
Ah, but that girl's shit. Don't hear anything from her. I've watched way too many American high school drama shows.
I think the only thing I've ever watched about that is like Degrassi, I guess.
No, I think that was the only thing I watched, but you know, since
it was more of a barely watch. It was like on like I forget if it was like a late night or early TV thing, and I barely ever caught it.
I think that's something that if the channel was still there, but we weren't really watching TV, we're like say watching another show, and then it went to Degrassi.
Oh, what the fuck?
What?
I was mashing A, and like this random deer ran right in front of me, so I mounted it.
What game are you playing?
Breath of the Wild.
Oh, Breath of the Wild.
That really fucking scared me. It came from off screen. Holy shit. Oh, God.
But do girls really talk like that?
What?
Like, oh my god, is that true?
Yes.
Yes?
It depends on the area, because I've never met a girl like that, I guess.
Unfortunately. Like, there were a couple of those in my middle school.
They're all really bad at objectively judging poetry. I agree. Because they blatantly said, oh, well, this isn't really my style, so this is kind of meh in, like, at the end of Sayori.
Oh, yeah, basically. If it doesn't conform to them, then they're just really judgy.
Yeah. And biased, how? Well, she did call it shit. Oh, yep, okay, thank you. Oh, there we go, there we go. Skipper! Oh, wait.
Yep. The mystical skip button.
Yep.
Only for those powerful enough to be generic enough to wield its power.
Oh, wait. Frame droppage. Let's see if it picks back up or if I have to fucking... Okay, it's picking back up. We're good. There we go. I mean, again, frame drop isn't too big of an issue in VNs because, you know, frame drop.
It just bothers you.
Yeah. I think it's more the voice. My voice was gonna get fucked up because of frame drops.
I forget. Is friendly passerby somebody we know?
I honestly forget.
Because he said the game is basically how being corn feels like, and I think we know someone.
It was either that or it was just someone that came into one of my Fate streams. I think it was the latter on that. Oh, SRC. Okay.
Yeah, I had a feeling. Hey, SRC, you just got into when we were getting to the good part, bro.
Yeah, you missed the 4 hours of other things.
Yeah, of other... And let's not talk about that. Let's keep going.
It's really metaphorical. I didn't expect for you to go something that deep. Well, fuck you.
The dangest.
Okay. Yep, you're really talking about their tastes, huh?
Yeah, part 2 really is a work of art.
Okay. Now we just gotta wait till... Oh, wait, Yuri. There we go. There we go. Yep. Good job. You're making a valid point, Player Coon. Also, I think this is the first time I've heard this theme.
Then that might just be Yuri's theme.
It's probably Yuri's personal theme. I think I waited until the next morning to get into it. Oh. So you did all of part 1. I think we're going for 100%.
Well, yeah, he did all of part 1. There's really no extra content except for that, so yeah, you are doing 100% right.
Alright. Then I can uninstall this after I finish the stream.
Oh, don't worry. You don't. The game does it for you.
The game does it for me. Fuck, that's meta. There's some really cool things that people have done with like self-aware VNs.
Yeah, that is true.
I remember seeing one where it was like, if you set your system clock to be like 10 years past your first save date or something, you would get a special event where it would be like, oh, I wasn't expecting you to come visit me again after so long. How has modern technology changed and all that? It's like, oh.
Oh, that does sound pretty cool.
I think I'll try and find it after
after we finish.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry. Once we get into part 2, it's not that long anymore.
Okay. It's a lot of build-up, that's for sure.
Yeah. Like I said, since most people don't really know how to get the true end, we usually just play one round and keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. That's because getting the true end is really a pain in the ass and complicated.
Well, yeah, you gotta get all the CGs.
Then I forget the rest.
No, that was it. You just need to get the CGs.
Oh.
It's just very tedious having to hear this dialogue.
Yeah. Because after a while, you just want to say, get on with it!
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I also tell the Stardust. It doesn't really change a whole lot, and it's not really that worth it, but we're already on this path, so let's continue.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're already here with Yuri, so...
Yep, we're getting the most out of our VNs. Or at least this one. Alright. Oh, thank you, Skip. Alright. That was
Skip who did shit too.
I forget if day 1 was that long for the other ones. Well, whatever. Oh wait.
I think Yuri had a lot in her event at this day.
Captive. Frightening? Essence. That seems like a Yuri word. Disoriented. Journey? Yep. I'm just kind of looking for fantastical words at this point. I've gotten a lot. I don't think it's possible for me to fuck up at this point. Infinite.
Probably.
One of the words is nibble. Faster? Whisper? Nope. That was a cute word, apparently. Termination. Secretive. Tenacious D.
Tenacious D.
Misfortune? No. Passion. Fuck. Imagination. Melancholy? And contamination.
Contamination.
I'm gonna contaminate you with my girl cooties. What?
Cooties. Fuck.
Oh no. Gross.
Fun fact that I learned in a Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader board game. Cooties is apparently slang for body lice. Yeah. I didn't know that. Apparently I wasn't smarter than a fifth grader.
I wasn't expecting that kind of reaction either.
Yeah, neither was I.
What, from me?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't know because I never looked it up.
I don't think it's common knowledge.
I didn't know body lice gave you such a visceral reaction is what I'm saying.
It's not what I expected, but I should have known better. Also, I am acting, so...
It's the overreaction that brings in the crowds.
You're welcome.
Thanks, man.
It brings 5 more viewers. CRC gave his own comment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude, it is gross. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it really is. I ain't gonna lie, that's fucking gross.
Like, kids don't know that. They just, cooties. That's all. I don't even know how that got propagated, like, to where it's such a widespread, like, use of an insult for, like, little kids.
I don't know how it became for kids, but apparently it was something that started in World War One trenches.
Oh.
Yeah, the more you know, really.
Yeah.
How could it have started right there?
Yeah, I actually don't have a response for that. I can't really line up a joke. That's honestly really shocking info.
Exactly.
Where are all the other students in this universe?
Every other student in most VNs, they're either in the background or they don't exist.
But Majikoi had routes for all the other students.
Or yeah, or maybe they
That's why Majikoi is the best fucking VN.
that or they only show up in CTs.
Yeah, that's...
I forgot what Majikoi was. I think I wanted to read it, but I forgot, but I never did.
It's a pretty good VN. Its H scenes are really forced, but I mean...
Let me check. Oh, Samurai Girls.
Yeah.
I remember this.
It's anime as shit. Don't watch it.
Oh no, the anime? Yes, I watched it though. The
anime isn't like at least enjoyable unless you read the visual novel and the sequel to the visual novel.
Yeah, because I didn't understand it because the first 2 episodes of the anime were like all this action, and then after that it just kind of went to the comedic. I'm still surprised that they went into it like a penis festival or something.
That was in the game though, I think.
Yeah, that was in the game, and I like, and then they just battled it out against another mushroom-like penis.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck?
Yeah, that's magic.
It was a mushroom festival.
Yeah, but the implications were right there, and the show knew it.
Yeah.
Oh my lord.
All right.
There are several routes. I don't know if it's the best thing in the world, but the protagonist is actually one of the funnier guys I've ever met.
Yeah, no,
And,
he's a really good dude, and I think the only route that's necessarily bad in Majikoi is the transfer student route. It's not enjoyable.
Yeah, exactly. Because
It's very stereotypical.
Because at least the main character as a whole is pretty funny, and he's witty, sarcastic, and he actually can pull his weight. The thing is that most of the girls way, but he can pull his own.
Mm-hmm. They actually make that like a plot point in the sequel for one of the routes, where like, because most of the time he's more of like the one that comes up with the plans and like, hey, you do this, and I'll eat some popcorn, sort of deal. But
Exactly.
But in the sequel, one of the routes, he's like, hey, I really need to do shit, so he like spent some years training and became like one of the best of the fighters. Being nice to me? No. Come on. You're just being nice to me because everybody hates me. Fuck.
I also like. I don't like that mentality. Exactly when they haven't really done much. The isolation just makes them think, "Oh, nobody really cares about me."
Yeah. Well, it's just kind of really like anxiety logic, I guess, where it's one of those things like where, hey, if you fuck up, oh no, everybody's looking at me and they must think I'm so stupid, sort of deal. But most of the time, people don't care.
Exactly, that's what I mean. Oh no, did Senpai see that? Oh, I'm so embarrassed.
And then Senpai's just fucking like picking his nose or something.
Like me right now.
Wow, too much information, brother.
Alright, there we go. Oolong tea. I actually hate tea, as a matter of fact. Except like sweet tea. 200 degrees, is that really...
I sometimes wonder, do they drink tea because it's a Japanese thing to do, or is it because they think it's fancy?
Probably just more of a Japanese tradition thing.
Alright.
Tradition.
I wonder because I've been playing Yakuza and I've seen no mention of tea.
But lots of beer, probably.
Oh, yes.
And sake.
Not sure about sake, but I have seen sake. They just drink it out of the little bowl.
Mm-hmm. What, your rice wine?
Well, I guess that's the manly version of asking for tea.
Mm-hmm. Just fucking drink beer straight from the thing. I wonder why I'm dropping so many frames now. It's a lot more frequent than it was earlier. Whatever. I have another request. I read that completely wrong. Oh, fuck. I'm a... Not a...
Wait, what happened?
Alright, hold on. Let me get my frames back up real quick. Alright. So, Yuri said, we're gonna sit on the floor today, and I read that completely wrong.
Okay, I thought you were mentioning the, I have back pains problem.
No. Oh, wait, back pains, haha, boob.
Mm-hmm.
My posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yeah, sure, that!
Yeah, let's keep going without
That actually completely flew over my head.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, that's one of the few things that actually flew over my head.
Damn.
Wow.
I thought that was one of the more blatant ones.
Damn it!
It is.
God damn it!
Although, I guess if you're really innocent in that way, then yes, it could also be because you're hunched over reading.
Zerker is the most innocent.
Yeah,
Clearly.
he just pretends not to be.
Yeah.
Oh, god damn it.
We already know that you're the tsundere, Zerker. It's...
Shut
don't
up!
worry about it.
Oh, there it is.
Oh my god.
Alright. Relax a little, you're only touching shoulders.
You're only touching her tits.
Don't smudge. Don't smudge my book.
Smudge your boobs.
Don't smudge my books, or else I could turn into Natsuki. Decrease one page and it's over.
And then she pulls out a knife on you.
She's just eating chocolate while reading the book. How is it staying in her mouth like that?
Carefully.
Very careful.
Yeah, that's totally what friends do. Not really in this context, but...
Now kiss.
No kiss. Hey! You two should kiss!
Just fuck already! No, really.
No, really.
Pull up some R34 right now.
Yeah, it would make it a lot easier for when you're involved.
It's time to share poems.
Time to share fluid.
Alright. I was wondering. I knew that too. You had to wait for a minute to get that one. Okay. Let's talk Sayori. Yeah, you don't like my poem. Natsuki's gonna insult the shit out of it. It's better than the last one, at least.
Like you're like Yuri.
Mm-hmm. It's trying too hard to be serious.
Sayori is just gonna be happy for you.
Mm-hmm. Don't tell me. Not? I mean, yeah, I am, but I don't think Player Kun is. Looks like I'm in trouble.
We've got trouble!
Make it double.
Damn.
Across the nation.
Something, something, something.
Song of devastation.
I forget the lyrics.
To unite all people within our nation. To
There it
renounce
is.
the people with truth and love. to extend our reach to the stars above.
Stars above. Jesse.
James.
Yeah,
Jesse.
that's right.
Can't believe you guys remember it though.
I only remember like half of it.
I had to dig into the dark recesses of my mind.
It's been a long while.
I haven't
I'd
watched the
believe
anime
those.
since I was like 12.
Same.
My goodness, Dirker, how much do you have?
A lot of soda. I should probably stop. Probably gonna make myself sick.
Yeah, yeah, be careful of that.
I'm not used to being like treated nice. Damn. I made myself sad with that.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Are you feeling the feels?
My feels, my kokoro is brokoro.
That's actually a new one.
Want to share the poem that you wrote today? Yeah, sure I do. If it's with you. Okay, no, this is still the raccoon.
Might be slightly different.
I don't think it was. And if it was, then oh well. What we can do is appreciate each other and our individualities. And clearly, but not everybody in this club does that, even though it's a club of 5 people.
Yeah, why don't you talk about what you preach, bro? Well, no, do that.
I think like people appreciate each other except like Natsuki and Yuri, which I don't know why they have that
I
little
think-
confrontation.
It's
Like,
because
doesn't
their
help.
styles are like direct opposites.
Yeah.
And Monica doesn't help either. Like, the only one who actually tries is Sayori.
Yeah. Monika's just kind of a bitch.
Oh, she is.
She has her reasons that you won't hear about until we get to the end.
Woo. Skip. Alright. Feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one. Also, let's go. I don't even know. I had to like be super pretentious and get into poems. I think I would probably stick with Natsuki's style, if I had to guess.
Same.
It seems like the more artsy fartsy one, and I would want to be the artsy fartsy dude.
I'm kind of in between. I can do either style.
Hmm.
Sometimes I make it stupid complex, sometimes it's blunt as fuck.
Yeah.
I don't really care. Which is why I find the whole squabble thing idiotic.
She's got a husband though.
Oh no.
What will the... Wait, who has a husband, though?
Yuri.
Oh.
Monica was like, I'm pretty sure she has a boyfriend, but he's fictional.
Guess it must be one of those fan fictions at first.
I like OC and like main character pairing.
Like,
Cold
oh
steel.
yeah, you guys wouldn't understand what me and my boyfriend Sonic do. Like, Sonic.
Sonic.
So you got a friend called Sonic? No. You've seen him so many times now. It's like, where?
Mhm.
No, I don't. I don't even know him. It's like, you know Sonic the Hedgehog? Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh shit.
God.
Your boyfriend? Yeah. It's like, my goodness. 3 mental warning flags right there.
Yeah.
Damn it, why is death a fucking Sayori trigger? Damn it.
Bittersweet, bitch.
I was on such a roll. Like, I was on such a roll, too.
And then, whoops. At least now, the only thing you gotta do is, I think one more combo with Yuri, the CG at your house with Yuri, and then you're done.
Yeah.
Touch her butt.
I'm gonna touch lips.
gonna hold hands.
Wow, I didn't know I was in a room full of pervs.
Degenerates, nothing but
Degenerates.
degenerates.
It's degenerates. Why does it feel like I'm being watched?
Hmm.
No, it's totally not because we're on Twitch or anything.
Wow, nice.
That's a bit more meta of of a reason, but I mean, it's as good as any.
I'm as meta as best girl.
Girl. Ah, yeah, Yuri.
We're getting so close.
I don't know, who is best girl to you?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't really have one in this game. I wasn't really particularly impressed.
Yeah, me either.
You were invested.
Yeah, I wasn't invested in. The second part is, how do I say? It's not the
Romeo.
best. Like, the second act of this game isn't the best for judging who's really the best girl. If you want to say who's the nicest girl overall, when you get down to it, it's probably Natsuki, but that's about it. Because in Act 2, Natsuki tries to help you, but it doesn't work out.
Yeah.
I think the biggest part about why like doing all of part 1 is like boring necessarily is because like it's a lot of like I've done really long common routes in visual novels. Like I don't have a problem with doing really long common routes. It's just it doesn't feel like there's any substance to this.
No, yeah, I understand what you mean. I've also played pretty long visual novels, and all this just feels like fluff. There's really nothing behind it before.
I think that's what the word I was looking for.
Yeah, there's nothing really behind it. It just feels like you're just trying to break cliche to cliche just to get this done with.
Basically. But like my best example for like a really long common route that was like overall still entertaining, I'd say the entire way through, is a visual novel called Grisaya no Kajitsu, or The Fruit of Grisaya.
Boy.
The Fruit of Grisaya, yes.
Yeah. I think that common route, I think I looked it up, and I think that common route is as long as like 2 Harry Potter books.
Damn.
Jesus.
But it's entertaining the entire way through. Like there's constantly things going on and funny moments, and you get to really learn about each of the characters while getting a glimpse of like, hey, there might be something beyond here, but not like
exactly.
It makes you interested and invested, whereas this is just a lot of, like you said, fluff that's like after like the first like hour and a half to 2 hours, it's just kind of like, okay, I want to get on with it. Let's get moving.
Exactly, and I think it's also the method of which you need to do to get the true ending. It's also kind of like if it was I don't know, it feels also like your choices don't really matter in a way because you're just trying to get through to this, so you play the second part and get it over with. Like in some and also you care more for the characters in other visual novels, and usually when there's 2 choices, you're trying to figure out like, oh, which choice will allow me to go with this character. But in here, it's kind of lame. You already know what you're gonna do. Yeah,
it's also a argument of length of time too, not in terms of like in game or like real life time, how much time you're spending on doing this, but more like the lack of progression in the game. There's
exactly
in the same breath of so much and so little happening in these like 3 days that this fucking all takes place in. Whereas like it really doesn't feel like things matter, I guess.
Yeah, exactly, ZRC, and also exactly Stardust. It doesn't feel like anything really matters at the end because you also saw it with Natsuki at the end. So Yuri's the one that confessed to you by that point, and in Yuri's road it's going to be the same thing.
I see.
I mean, in Yuri's road it's going to be the same thing.
Okay, let's.
Because the second part is basically set up with it.
Right.
But you'll get what we mean. You just gotta keep going.
Yeah, no thanks. You didn't even read it. Next!
Nice.
Next.
Damn.
You said yeah, no thanks.
It's like Yuri last time. She was like, I don't wanna. She didn't even talk to me when I did Natsuki's route, though. She just was completely silent. The player Kun was like, I guess I'll go walk away.